All right, more breaking news coming in at this point in time. A Pakistani court has granted bail to Zakir-ur-Lakhvi. Lakhvi is the 2611 operational commander. He is the top leader of the Lashkar-e-Taiba and is currently serving as the Supreme Commander of Operations in Kashmir and as a member of the LeT's General Council. He is listed on the NIA's most wanted list. This is the big breaking news that we're getting to you from Pakistan at this point in time. My colleague Hamza Amir now joins me live for more. Hamza, Pakistan court grants bail to Zakir-ur-Lakhvi. On what grounds has this bail been granted?
The Lahore High Court has today granted bail to Zakir-ur-Rehman Lakhvi on the basis that the evidences that are still there against him are not actually enough to keep him in jail or even, go ahead and call him the culprit. That is why they've granted him the bail, but the investigation, they say, still continues and he still remains as part of the investigation, but they have not actually gone ahead and given him a verdict on him being the culprit behind the 2611 attack.
All right, the court there citing that there is in fact not enough evidence. Pakistan Anti-Terror Court has granted bail to the top Lashkar-e-Taiba commander and the 2611 accused Zakir-ur-Rehman Lakhvi. That is the latest news we're getting in. Hamza Amir is still live with us. Hamza, while the court has in fact said that there is a lack of evidence to keep him behind bars. Take us through the details of what exactly happened at the hearing today.
The hearing basically was in an anti-terror court, so the lawyer of Zakir-ur-Rehman Lakhvi contested that due to the lack of evidence and not enough evidence coming out of even the further investigation going on, Zakir-ur-Rehman Lakhvi should be granted bail on grounds of the same, that there is not enough evidence to actually keep him under custody, and the court actually accepted that and granted the bail. But having said that, it should also be noted that the lawyer vicinity and also the commissions that were formed on both sides of the border have actually had problems as far as accessing the data is concerned on both sides, while India has been actually giving dossiers to Pakistan on frequent basis with evidences, but Pakistan has actually not taken them into consideration because of the fact that the dossiers actually are not endorsed by the judicial committee that has been formed. So I think there is evidence in place, but obviously that needs to go through the legal process first to get to the courts. And until that time, he actually remains on bail and actually is free to move out.
Hamza Amir, stay on with our Strategic Affairs editor Gaurav Sawant is also joining me live at this point in time. Gaurav, he is listed on the NIA's most wanted list and he is now free to roam the streets of Pakistan.
Look, this is Pakistan's classical doublespeak. Zakir-ur-Rehman Lakhvi is one of the big masterminds of 2611 Mumbai terror attacks. He was the chief operations officer who directed this terror attack, and there was ample evidence that was submitted to Pakistan in the form of, Abu Jundal's statement. That was an eyewitness account. There are transcripts to suggest he was leading that operation. There is a lot of intelligence and evidence against him which was submitted to Pakistan. But Pakistan has not prosecuted him. Judges have changed in Pakistan. He was lodged in Adiala jail. While he was in Adiala jail, he was fathering children. That was the kind of access he had to his family. He was masterminding terror operations in jail. 2611 terror attacks. It is not just India. The United States, Germany, several other countries have pinpointed Lashkar-e-Taiba and Zakir-ur-Rehman Lakhvi. In fact, there were 7 of them in all against whom there was evidence of direct involvement in 2611 Mumbai terror attacks, and yet Pakistan did not proceed against them. And because of this delay, the Lahore High Court has granted bail. These are similar grounds on which Hafiz Saeed, despite their evidence being against him, they have not proceeded against Hafiz Mohammed Saeed. Zakir-ur-Rehman Lakhvi is only second to Hafiz Mohammed Saeed and is the co-founder of Lashkar-e-Taiba. Now he'll clearly, because they haven't proceeded against him for so many years, he'll come out and plan more terror attacks.
Right, Hamza Amir is still with us. Gaurav, stay on with us. I'd like to get in a quick reaction from Hamza as well. Hamza, the reason that the anti-terror court has in fact cited is that there is lack of evidence. How then, going forward in this case, can more evidence be gathered? Because clearly all the documents that India has so far submitted in the 2611 trial appear to be falling short. The court claims that there is still lack of evidence to hold the second in command of the LeT under judicial custody.
Well, I think the diplomatic channels actually need to be activated, and they need to be endorsed as with the judicial committee that is informed on both sides. That is one way of taking things forward, because dossiers actually have been coming into the Pakistan side, but Pakistan has not actually forwarded them to the judicial committee. That's one. Secondly, the international community, which actually has put the same guy on the terror list, and the global terrorism, his name is also part of that. So that means that they also have substantial reasoning as far as declaring Zakir-ur-Rehman Lakhvi and Hafiz Saeed as global terrorists. So that's something that also needs to be activated. India needs to actually utilize this opportunity to call on the international community the same way Pakistan did on the Kashmir issue, and force the issue as far as this trial is concerned. Because going forward, when there is no evidence right now, having a lot of it, that means that very soon you might actually find that he is actually a free man declared by the court, just the way Hafiz Saeed has been.
Well, Hamza Amir, thanks so much for joining us with that latest breaking news. Top 2611 commander to walk free. The Pakistan Anti-Terror Court has granted bail to Zakir-ur-Rehman Lakhvi. The bail has been granted despite the Pakistani establishment promising to crack down on terror. Remember, this man on your screens is a member of the LeT's General Council. He is second in command to Hafiz Saeed. He is listed on the NIA's most wanted list, and now he is a free man, free to walk the streets of Pakistan.